Hello my YouTube viewers, welcome. I am just getting into the flow this morning of doing some yoga. I just did a little grocery swap in my building. We leave groceries downstairs and we trade them out with each other. Some people go and pick up free food because this building has Section 8 people living in it, and Section 8 is low income, so they get to go get free food on the weekends, and sometimes they don't want the entire bushel, so they leave stuff downstairs. And because I've been going through so many allergy issues, I've been leaving stuff downstairs that I'm allergic to that I've already purchased. And now that I don't eat those things, and I've given up maybe like $100 worth of food that I hope somebody had. Like even this one thing, I had a box of Chex Mix individually wrapped. It's probably perfect for kids to go to school. Hopefully some of them got those wonderful treats. But anyways, they've been switching them out, and there was a bunch of vegetables downstairs, so I went and got some vegetables, some yams, some squash, and green bell peppers, which was really cool. Right now I'm just trying to like warm up my body. I'm probably gonna do a meditation maybe after this video is done recording. But I just wanted to let you guys know that it's time for us all to care about healing our bodies. We're at the end of the summer, back to the school year, and it's really important that we give ourselves time every day to get in some stretches, even if it's only for about 15 minutes. It'll change your life. 15 minutes every day really adds up. I used to like stretching now and then while I was in the military, like while I was doing some kind of military job when I didn't have to be at standing parade rest or in marching stance. I would just like pick up a leg and stretch for like 10 to 15 seconds. I would do this thing called popcorn legs. Popcorn legs looks like this. So as you're standing, you just kind of bend your knees every once in a while, bend, 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 popcorn knees. So there were times when I'd be standing at parade rest and I'd be like this for like 20 minutes. Another thing I used to like to do was just consciously hold in my stomach, hold in my abdomen, and push out my hips. Sometimes I get picked on for my posture because I was standing so erect, but during that time I was consciously flexing my muscles, and it made such a difference. And right now I'm watching the reflection and I'm seeing the same thing that you're seeing, and I'm picking on myself because I'm not as fit as I used to be. I had some health concerns and we tried everything. I've switched around my diet. I've done so many different things to try to figure out what it is that's getting me sick. And during that time, I put on a handful of weight. When I say handful, I mean I got an extra handful all around my body. So what I'm working on is just doing things at an easy pace, trying to get my heart rate up a couple times a day, and making sure that I'm giving attention to my entire self, to my entire body, and doing all the things that the doctors asked me to do. After all those health concerns, the very thing that we found out is like the least likely thing to have thought of, because it's typically something we're born with. And I may have been born with it and it just wasn't a bother until now. I blame it on the COVID vaccine. Ever since the COVID vaccine, I've been experiencing some strange symptoms, very strange symptoms. But it turns out at the end that it's just allergies. I know. It's almost a huge disappointment. Where is this great illness? Where is it? Where is it? What is it? What is it that has created my ill health? And at the end, it's allergies. So I've changed my diet to a hyperallergenic diet. I have creams on hand in case I get some kind of allergic reaction breakout. I also have, here, I have one of these one of these guys that I keep on hand. It's called an EpiPen. So if I have a bad allergic reaction, I just jab it into the side of my leg and it lets out, it's called epinephrine. It'll take care of my allergies because sometimes I have a very swollen throat. Sometimes my throat feels like it's having a reaction and getting swollen. My nose, that was happening the entire time. My nose has been having a tremendous allergic reaction and I did not know what it was. But now we do. Now we know what it is and we can move on from it, follow the dietary restrictions, and just feel better. So now there's much to look forward to now that I have a diagnosis and a regimen. I'm taking my vitamins. There's just a handful of things that I shouldn't have. And I had a reaction to this makeup. After all this, and we learned everything that it is, I then buy a makeup, and I'm allergic to the makeup. I used to wear it. It was the first foundation I ever purchased. I used to wear it all the time. And I don't remember having troubles with it before. It's a bummer. So, anywho, now that we know what it is, now we can be proactive to prevent it. I have like 4 different kinds of creams and 3 different kinds of medicine, which doesn't mean that I can have whatever I want, because I have the reaction without taking the action of having the thing that I'm allergic to. So I just have to be cautious about what I'm putting in and around my body. And I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself every day, because it was a big bother that I was sick and I didn't know what I was sick with. And during that time, I didn't do things like my yoga or take walks. I just stayed in and tried medicine after medicine. Did lots of calamine lotion. I thought I might have a fungus infection. I took all kinds of different medications and over-the-counter things. It was horrible. I was even afraid they were gonna say it was cancer. But we will cross that bridge another day. I have been diagnosed with it in the past, and it was just a small thing. It was basal skin cell cancer, just a very small amount of it. And today they're not diagnosing me with it, which means that it's not currently active, but I was concerned while I was sick that it might have developed into something different. And basal's really simple. It's basically like how I have lots of freckles. These freckles are like precancerous markings. Yeah. I had one on my back that was black and red circle around it. We had to remove it. So it's very visible when they're not doing well. And it's something that runs in my family. It's hereditary. I was born with it. So if it ever creeps up on me, I know what to do, and so does my family, because it's normal. So it's not the worst news in the world, but for some, that's absolutely devastating. I honestly think that I have a long life left to live, but I do have to pay attention to my skin health and my overall health, especially now with the allergy diagnosis. I have to be very cautious of what I'm putting in my body or where I'm traveling. Speaking of traveling, I'm planning on visiting some more family soon, which is exciting. I've wanted to do some kind of travel ever since moving into this apartment. But COVID happened as soon as I moved in. And because of COVID, I haven't been doing so much. I even didn't finish college. I didn't finish my senior year because I was disappointed with COVID. It was time for me to apply to a 4-year college. I've been going to a community college. It was time for me to take the initiative to join a university. I decided not to because we're not currently getting enough attention. And it's not that our teachers are neglecting us. It's not the fault of the teachers. It's the fault of COVID. because we're not interacting with each other in a classroom, or they're asking the same question. So the professor's likely answering the same question again and again and again and again, and we're all not getting enough heart for real. Like we need more of our charisma, our chemistry of people being together in a room. We need more of that. We need more people to be like-minded and sharing with one another, because that really truly makes a difference. Even the connections in and out of class, walking to the next one, or talking to your professor about a certain place that you might want to work later. Maybe your professor knows somebody and can get you a job. Maybe somebody in your class already has an internship at that place. We're lacking what is so beautiful about college. That genuine connection, just human connection. We're missing that right now. So I decided to wait, and if I go back, I think I'll just finish my associates so that I have a degree finished. I can get that at the community college. It's a matter of taking like 2 classes and filling out some paperwork. So I think that's what I'll do if I go back. But for now, it's just not in the cards. It's not in the cards because it's not getting me anywhere. There isn't a job that I'm looking for where I need an associate's. It's more pride to want to go get my degree. An associate's, if you're not familiar, it's a 2-year degree. So a lot of people can get that by their sophomore year, but it is specific classes, so it doesn't always let you in the door for your 4-year degree. Sometimes it's like a bit off the beaten path, like you've studied for a minor. I wonder if I'm finished with language. I actually recently started studying Spanish because of some of the countries that I'd like to go visit. They're mostly Spanish-speaking countries, and when you know Spanish, you tend to communicate better because you're using Latin roots by speaking the Spanish language and the English language. So by being somebody who's bilingual, it'll give me an advantage when communicating with people in Portuguese or other languages where they have Latin roots, Italian. It's just helpful because then you sound like similar to the language, even if you're not speaking the actual language. But I don't know. That's what I'm working on my own. I'm just asking Suri. I'm saying, hey Suri, what's the name for oven in Spanish? And then I put a post-it up. I'll show you. I got a post-it on my oven. I got a post-it on my oven, a post-it on my sink, a post-it above my bed. I'm just working slowly on learning words that are going to help me in communication and labeling my apartment. I highly recommend it. But anyways, I didn't plan on chatting this whole time. I thought I was gonna turn on some music and do like some meditation, but we chit-chatted it out for quite a bit. While I'm on that subject, why don't I turn on some meditation music and leave me a comment if you have found some of your best meditation music. Let's see. I like to listen to high frequency and just rest. And it gives me like a nice peace of mind before getting back to doing something else. So I'm in the middle of listening to Fear, Overthinking, and Worries. And I think that'd be a good one for us to finish off with. So I'm turning it on. And again, please leave me a comment, like up or down. If you want to stick with me during meditation, you're more than welcome to. And here we go. Meditation music should be starting any minute. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you over here. good. Now just relax your body. Try to distribute the weight evenly. Check in with your right and left gluteus. If your knees are still bent, try to feel your tailbone. Balancing and laying flat on the surface. If your legs are down, rest your arms down to the side. Consciously breathe, pay attention to in with love, out with hate. In with love, out with hate. Okay. That was more than 5 minutes of meditation. Thank you so much for sticking with me to this point of our video. And please like, subscribe, and check out more of my videos. I will be uploading more soon. You can also find me on TikTok. Have a good day.